Bill Mastroianni, Euclid Fire Fighters Local 337, 25971 Lakeshore Boulevard. Special thanks to Madeline Skarnich, Councilwoman Madeline, and Mayor Bill Cervenik for coming to our walk the other night in the pouring down rain. Didn't get too much done, but thank you for your support. As I stated, my name is Bill Mastroianni. I've been a Euclid firefighter for the last 13 years, serving the citizens of Euclid day in and day out. I'd like to speak with you today about why people should vote no on issue 2 and about the hypocrisy of the extreme politicians in Columbus who support Senate Bill 5 and the drastic effects this may have on the community if passed. Every day, the more Ohioans learn about issue 2, the more they understand it didn't have to be this way. This is a bad bill and it goes too far. Politicians didn't have to attack Ohio workers like firefighters, police officers, teachers, and nurses. They could have chosen a different path. Instead, they locked people out of the State House. They told firefighters, like us, we know how to run your community better than you do. To make matters worse, while they're asking hard-working Ohioans to make shared sacrifices, they were giving out huge pay raises to their staff members. They were increasing their budget while slashing funding for communities nearly in half. All the while, Ohio's unemployment rate continues to rise, with most of that job destruction being borne by public employees like us. To give you an example, Senator Niehouse's executive staff each received a $15,000 pay increase. The Deputy Finance Director received a $23,000 pay increase, and Governor Kasich's Chief of Staff received a $50,000 pay raise, increasing her annual salary to $170,000. This does not sound like shared sacrifice. To take this one step further, Governor Kasich's 27 cabinet members earned an average of $131,000, 22 of them receiving a $6,600 car allowance. At least 7 members are double dippers who receive state pensions and government salaries. Again, not shared sacrifice. Politicians, no offense, should not be able to hide behind loopholes in a bill which exempt them from playing by the same rules they're trying to enforce. Under Senate Bill 5, paid sick leave and vacation days would be reduced, but General Assembly members enjoy unlimited pay leave for any reason with the approval of Senate and House leaders, which is rarely, if ever, denied. Ohioans deserve to be treated fairly, and we should not put up with double standards. We as public employees have sacrificed our share. We've given up millions of dollars across the state and on the local levels in order to ensure our vital services remain whole during these tough times. Euclid Firefighters Local 337 have taken pay freezes and even reductions in pay. We have made concessions. We have work days for comp time only to keep staffing levels at safe levels. We continue to do more with less. Our daily manning is down nearly 25% in the last 15 years, while our run volume is up 43% in the same time frame. All of these reductions and concessions were achieved through the collective bargaining process. The current collective bargaining laws allow unions and city officials to discuss safe staffing levels. It allows us to discuss safety equipment. If issue 2 is passed, unions will no longer be allowed to discuss these matters. This will allow politicians to determine what they believe is safe, taking it out of the hands of the professionals and the experts. This will lead to less firefighters and police officers on the streets, ultimately leading to increased response times, more property loss, less efficiency, and a higher rate of injury to the firefighter and the police officers. Firefighters' potential injury rate increases by 42% when the number of firefighters are reduced on the scene. To take this one step further, our team leaders, lieutenants, captains, platoon chiefs, and above will be stripped completely of their bargaining rights, eliminating them from any unions. These bosses do the same job we do. They should not be punished for being promoted. A recent commercial shows Mayor Mike Bell from the Toledo stating that he was laid off as a young firefighter, and Senate Bill 5 will give him the tools to not have to lay off other firefighters. What Mayor Bell does not tell you is that he was rehired and promoted up the ranks and retired as the chief of fire for the city of Toledo. Retired from that job, was appointed the state fire marshal, retired again from that job, and is now the mayor, essentially triple dipping. Little does Mayor Mike Bell know that he already has the biggest tool in his toolbox to save jobs. This tool is called collective bargaining. Pro SB 5ers, their commercial, stating all they're asking for is 10% contributions and 15% towards our health care. Nearly 94% of unions already contribute the asked 10% towards pensions, and many already pay more than the 15% towards their health care. Local 337 pays nearly 18%. I just have a few more comments, please.
Is there a motion to suspend? Councilwoman Scarner,
Thank
second
you.
by Councilman O'Neill. All in favor? Thank you.
Thank you. Senate Bill 5 compares teachers to firefighters, police officers to nurses, street and sewer workers to recreation workers. We all operate differently. We all do different jobs. We all contribute to the community in different ways. It is not right to lump us all together. We are not the same. Issue 2 does not compare apples to apples. Just a few points from the Senate and the House members. Senate Bill 5 has too much undefined language. It should not be passed in its current form. Senate Bill 5 is such a bad bill, it had 0 co-sponsors and only passed the Senate by 1 vote and had to have their own members kicked off the committee to get it passed. Senator Seitz and Grendel called Senate Bill 5 unconstitutional. In closing, extreme politicians in Columbus state this bill is about health care and pensions. Commercials state that. We only want this and we only want that. If Senate Bill 5 was only about these 2 items, why is it over 300 pages long? Thanks for your time. Thanks for the motion. Thanks for the opportunity. And we again encourage you to vote no on issue 2. Thank you.
Thank you.